Hello everyone, Horror Cynic here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is Elder Sign Omens. Some of you may recall that I actually did a review on this. For a good reason, this is one of my favorite iOS games. Now, I have a plan for what I'm going to do here, because this is not a conventional plot-driven game. This is essentially, it's a digital version of a board game. So my plan for this is not an unambitious one. I'm going to face off and defeat every single one of the Elder Gods, including the 3 super hard DLC Elder Gods. So that should be fun. But we're starting off light, we're starting off easy. We are starting with my man, Yig. Or Ig, or however it may be pronounced. Yig, also known as the Father of Serpents, is one of the great old ones alongside Cthulhu and Hastur. He has 3 forms: a man-snake hybrid, a winged serpent a la Quetzalcoatl, and a giant snake. Stories hold that anyone who dares kill his beloved snakes will either die themselves or be cursed with snake-like forms. First appeared in the 1929 short story The Curse of Yig, written by Zelia Bishop and H.P. Lovecraft. So yeah, this is our easy boss. You only have to get 10 Elder Signs to seal him up, but he gets 8 Doom tokens before he awakens and destroys the world, presumably with snakes. My pronunciation is a little off. So, each of the Elder Gods you're going to face off against has different feel to them. Yig has a lot of, he summons a lot of monsters, so there's potentially a lot of fighting. There's also a few events that I think they're specific to Yig, but they target your health. I could be wrong, they could be just general, but that's the impression I've gotten when I face off against, when I played through this particular Elder God before. So, we're probably going to go with a more heavy-hitting group. And let's pick them out right now. This is obviously going to include the vanilla characters and the DLC characters, so there's a lot to pick from, and 4 that are locked, but you have to get by going through the various campaigns. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to pick up the 4, and then I'm going to tell you the ones I picked. Alright, so I picked out our 4 investigators, and let's go through them right now. I have Kate Winthrop. She's a scientist, and her special ability is science! Monsters cannot appear during Kate's turn. In addition, she's immune to all terror effects. Starts out with I think that's a unique item and a spell? I don't remember off the top of my head what exactly each of these icons mean. And the game doesn't explain it to you. You just have to sort of figure it out through different playthroughs. Mark Harrigan, the one-man army, can complete order tasks in any order, which is great, because order tasks are terrible. He's one of the DLC characters, which you can tell by the little emblem in the corner. He starts off with a common item and a rare item. Then there's Diana Stanley, Dark Insight. She gets a clue token each time she defeats a monster, which is great, because Yig summons a lot of monsters. We got a rare item and it looks like 3 spells. And then we have Vincent Lee, the Physician. Once per day, Vincent can restore 1 stamina to 1 investigator of his choice, including himself. Very useful in this case. And he has a common item, and I think that's a spell. I'm going to feel really dumb if this is all wrong and these are not spells. Well, let's go to the museum. A cutscene is going to play here. I'm going to leave it up for this one time. And the cutscene may change depending on if it's the DLC missions or not, or the DLC gods or not. But yeah, I'm just going to show it in the video, my video, just this once. So please enjoy it.
Something terrible has begun to awaken within our museum. A something unsatisfied by mere exhibition or human study. Writhing with ancient evil and terrible purpose. An entity that must, at all cost, be prevented access to our world. It's likely I will be branded as one unhinged for what I am about to do. From my studies, I am convinced such dangers are not new to the human experience. The very fact that humanity survives to this day I attribute to our forebears' success in resisting the tormented realities beyond our own. Regrettably, such is not easy study. Among the rarities I have been fortunate enough to uncover, one particular emblem seems significant. A symbol of purported resistive faculty and considerable power. They called it the Elder Sign.
There you go. There's your title drop. Awesome. Okay. Let's get started. Let's smack down this slithering serpent and restore the world to harmony. For now. Yig's serpentine minions are attempting to awaken him. You must seal away this father of serpents before his wrath is unleashed upon the world. Collect 10 elder signs before the doom truck is filled. Okay. Already I can see we have some problems here. We have a lot of problems here. Wow. We have 2 midnight effects. We have 1 lock on a green dice, essentially. I don't remember what the exact name is called, but it locks one of your things, which is always very bad. And then we have 2 rooms with terror effects. Those are the tentacles. So already we are starting at a bit of a disadvantage. Let's go over what we can see. Did you hear that? I think we can... Yeah, okay. It locks a green glyph. That's what they're called. They're glyphs. In order to get this, you need 1 skull and then 2 skulls. I think those are peril? I'm going to lock down what these are as time goes on, obviously. It's just been a while. I'm a little fuzzy on the exact names of some of these things. If I fail, I lose 1 sanity. If I succeed, I get 2 trophies. That's the little number in the golden circle. I get a clue. That's the footprint. I think I get a spell. And I also get a monster. Next up we have the missing records. This is our lowest priority one because it doesn't have a terror and it doesn't have a midnight effect. Okay, that'll cause us a stamina if we fail, and we get 2 clues and a trophy if we succeed. That's the entrance. The entrance allows you to do certain things. You can trade in your trophies for benefits. It'll cost you a turn, but you can do that. You can take a chance at the lost and found. And you can spend your trophies on stuff at the souvenir shop. Okay, loading dock. This is one of our terror locations. If you lose, it's stamina and sanity, but you get a clue. Not great. And if you roll a terror, which is the tentacle, you discard all your terror glyphs, which means it's basically just costing you dice. The writing on the wall. This one, if you roll terror, it costs you a trophy. And if you lose, it gets you a doom token. Ouch. But if you win, it'll summon a monster, but it'll also open up a portal into the other world, or dream world. Spooky, spooky. Alright, midnight. This is our first midnight effect. You become that which you fear most. A monster will appear. You have to roll 3 terror on 1 turn. That's tough. That's a tough one. But you get an elder sign for beating it. And finally we have drug. Another midnight. This is very bad. It's at midnight -1 stamina to team. And one of the things you have to do actually costs you a bit of stamina. But if you succeed, again, elder sign. I want to get rid of this green glyph lock first. That's got to be a priority. So we're going to go into Did You Hear That? With our scientist, Kate, I think her name was. Kate Winthrop, yes. Alright, did you hear that? I was so focused on the strange sound that at some point I had unconsciously closed my eyes. Let's see, I can add a red dice, or red glyph, to improve my chances, which I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do, yeah, because the green glyph being locked already starts me at a disadvantage. Nameless cults. Used before conjuring to add a red glyph. Okay, let's start rolling. Already off to a good start. We can unlock the 2 skull, and I think I'm going to do that right out of the gate. Boom and boom. Now all I have to do is roll 1 more. And there you have it. Alright, Kate doing me good. Oh, and she can't summon any monsters because she's a scientist, and science does not believe in monsters. Get a clue, get a spell, and get 2 trophies. Sweet. And now we have a new event, which has looked like a terror aspect of it. Alright, Harrigan. Let's get rid of that one that... yeah, this was the one that hurts our stamina. We gotta get rid of that. Items do you have? Something that increases your sanity and something that'll give you a red glyph. Drugged. As I began to hallucinate madly, I knew the drug they had injected me with was taking effect. Alright, this is kind of a big deal. I really should not... I feel kind of bad spending these special things right out of the gate. But this is kind of a big deal, because every time midnight rolls around, which is this little thing on the side, it'll spin around on the moon, it's going to hurt your team. And that's a bad thing. Obviously. Alright, so... okay, we can start off with pretty much anything. I'm going to do... shoot. I feel like it's going to be harder to get skulls, so let's do that first. Okay, a 2 and a 2. Not spectacular. So we got to discard one of these. I can lock one, but I feel like it's better to just let them roll. That was a mistake. I got to burn another one. No, I gotta keep rolling. I gotta roll. I can do this now. Yes, because I can do that. And this, the little man with a gun, is a wild. So I can select one of these. I'm going to select the 4. Boom, there we go. I take one hit, but drugged is no more. And I get an elder sign. Ba-boom. And it looks like I get a gun and something that restores my stamina. Great. Good, good. Making... oh, that's bad. That locks red and yellow. Oof. Ooh, that is rough stuff. When I have spells, a lot of spells. So the Visiting Antiquarian locks the red and yellow glyph. Does a hell of a lot of sanity damage if I fail. But it doesn't appear to be that difficult. You say that, but then random chance can really screw with you. What else did we have? The Medusa exhibit. That one's going to be tough. In order to get with that one, I really need to have the red and yellow unlocked. Kind of has a Vincent Pricey look about him, the Visiting Antiquarian. As I told the esteemed scholar what I had discovered, his skepticism transformed into sheer dread. On the downside, if I screw this up, she is halfway to going insane, so that's no good. That is no good. Can't do anything there, so let's roll them bones. 1. And 2. Yes. They are unlocked. You took a hit, but I appreciate it. And look at those red items. Nice. Alright, Doc. Alright, and I can use your special ability to heal one of the other investigators. Let's heal up Harrigan. Good, good. Should I try... what do you have on you? Nothing great. If I let this midnight effect take over, it's going to summon a monster. But that might not be terrible. Let's see what else we got. Okay, that's going to be a little tricky. That's going to be pretty tricky, especially with that 7. That's hard to get, and massive penalty if you fail. I think this one might actually be the way to go. Let's try it. You become that which you fear most. The sickness and the fear have become so ingrained in me that I can no longer imagine a life without unending dread. I love the descriptions of this game, they're fantastic. Yeah, I'll spend the yellow. You gotta get 3 terror tokens, so yeah. I get 1. Yay. Alright, gotta burn a glyph. We're gonna lock a glyph. Now I just need to get 2. I get 1. Can I lock a glyph? I can change a glyph. I don't like burning all his things, but I think I gotta. Because this is a tough one to get. Boom, boom, and boom. There we go. Summoned a monster, but it's okay. Got an Elder Sign, too. That's fantastic. Blood on the floor. Oh, and with Kate's turn, it is now midnight. What is the Mythos effect? Yig summons a monster. Great. Super. I love monsters. And that's what the little hand bursting out of the thing means. There's a monster there. So if we go to when night falls, for example, we can see there's a creature there to make the encounter even more difficult. In this case, Serpent Warrior. The creature hissed at me and poisonous spittle dripped from its fangs. Yeah, that's pretty much become a no-go zone. We have another creature here. A cobra. Terror gripped my heart as I looked into the face of death. Oh, that's hard to do. That's super hard to do. And it'll summon another monster, and if you fail, it's even worse. Ooh, these are not great. These are not great at all. Blood on the floor might be the way to go. Or just go for something simple like the missing records. Relatively simple. You still gotta get good rolls. Okay, I think just gonna have to go for the loading dock for the moment. Get some clues, start stocking up. Roll them. Alright, starting off we get boom and boom. No good, okay. Thank goodness this wasn't something with terror, because otherwise I would have been screwed there and there. Come on. Come on. Oh, is this going to be my first one? My first failure? Yes, it is! So I take 1 sanity, 1 stamina. Ouchie. Alright, Harrigan. What was your special ability? It had to do with... Mark may complete any order task in any order. Great. So I know there was one with order tasks. Medusa exhibit. That'd be a good one to get. But if I fail, he could go insane. Is it worth... I have to try. This may be a really dumb decision, but I have to try. Alright, let's spend the 45 automatic. Yes, I know. Terror is scary. Let's do that. It hurts me bad. We have a scroll. And now I'm going to use the whiskey to gain +1 sanity. And perfect! That's exactly what I needed. Medusa exhibit nailed. Summon another monster. Got another Elder Sign.